What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today we're going to be talking about Wave 36. It is finally here. People are getting it. We've got some great in-hand pictures that we're going to go over and just kind of discuss the wave in general. And we're also announcing a channel member giveaway.
Yeah, I think we should talk about that first at the beginning. So hit like and subscribe if you are new. And yeah, we did have the idea to do a little more structure, a little more scheduling with our streams. So we're thinking beginning of the monthly giveaway for as long as we can, because we have a nice back catalog of figures. Specifically for channel members, you guys have seen this, the Wheel of Death, or the Wheel of Rebo that we like to call it, how we select a winner that just eliminates the names off the wheel. So yeah, I believe we are going to try our best to consistently do it at the beginning of every month, a channel member giveaway. One figure, one winner, and international. Anyone can win, but if an international person does win, we're totally going to wait for the next YouTube payment cycle.
Right, because international shipping is very expensive.
Yes.
And for the very first channel membership giveaway, we are starting off with a bang. I've been holding on to this one for a while. Oh, Season 1 Bad Batch Hunter. Here it is, in package, sealed, brand new, never been opened.
Starting off incredibly strong, if I do say so myself.
Yes, I think so, and this is definitely a figure that the channel members deserve because they've supported us for so long. So we wanted to start out with something that's very desirable to a lot of people.
True, and if you're like really confused right now, the channel membership is basically just a way to directly support the creators that you enjoy. You know, no begging or no hard pressure for anyone out there. But if you would like to join our channel membership, it's only 99 cents a month. You should see a join button when you go and look at our channel. But if you don't see that join button, there is a link in the description that you can use to join. We have like, 220, 230 channel members. They are pretty much the producers of this content. So we highly appreciate you guys. There's also like emojis that you can use in comments and live chat. You get a little Clone Trooper loyalty badge next to your name. It changes battalions based on how long you've been a member. There's a unique Discord role if you join the Discord. There's links for everything if you go to our description, and then there's also a link tree where there's just every single link we've ever needed. So July 2nd, you said?
July 2nd, we're going to draw the winner for this hunter because June 25th is my birthday, so we're not going to be streaming that day. We're going to be partying hard.
Oh, true that. So yeah, we're going to try and do these at the beginning of every month, and we're also going to try and have some more consistent guests and some more other fun activities. So join that channel membership and check out the live streams.
Win that hunter. So Justin, let's move on to the main topic of this episode, and that is we finally have Wave 36 in-hand pictures. Feels like we've been waiting on this wave for such a long time.
True.
And finally some actually Canadian retailers, CMD Store, got the whole case early, so friends of the channel, Mike Case and Landspeeder Luke, both bought cases. And Luke has some overview videos out already, and Mike's got some great pictures on Instagram as well. So check those out if you want to see the super HD crystal clear images.
Yeah, how much were they charging for the set of 6?
It wasn't horrible. I think it was $180.
Yeah, I thought it was like $168, $180, and then 18 shipping. It was about $28 per figure.
Yeah.
And to get that, early from Canada, not bad. We don't ever do that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, so, I mean, I definitely would have, but we just went to ICC, so
true.
I'm not trying to drop another 200.
Yeah, I also don't do the reviews, so I'm never in a rush to get figures early. Plus, I'm gonna be picking and choosing from this wave, which we're gonna talk about later.
Right.
But it's just so awesome that we finally get to see some of these figures in hand, because some of these we've just seen renders of, like Tala and the Fourth Sister, which, if you didn't know, Wave 36 is Darth Malak, Bastila Shan, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jabim, Tala, Fourth Sister, Inquisitor, Vel Sartha. I believe that's everyone. The double packed items are Malak and Tala, which... Tala?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Kind of an odd choice to double pack Tala because, like, new media, I guess. But Malak is a good choice to double pack as well. I definitely think Malak is, like, the heavy hitter from the wave.
Malak looks incredible.
Yeah, and to see some actual footage from Landspeeder Luke and the photos from Mike, I love the scar detail that's on Malak. It's just really a nice looking wave. It's a solid looking wave for sure. It's been nice to see. I just love finally seeing in-hand stuff, especially when we only had renders. I don't want to use too much footage of Luke's or too many photos from Mike, so just follow Trusty Sidekick on Instagram or check out Landspeeder Luke on YouTube for the in-depth, up close and personal shots, but they are some cool looking figures. That being said, there's been a recent trend lately with this previous wave and now this wave where it's like I'm a lot more picky and choosy, whereas normally when it comes to mainline Black Series, where it's like the majority of them are new sculpts, they usually are whole waivers for me.
Right.
It's usually how it goes, like, yep, that's a whole waiver, yep, that's a whole waiver, yep, that's a whole waiver. But lately, and particularly with Wave 36 and the previous wave, I've just been like, not sure I need a lot of these on this list. I definitely want to pick up Malak and Bastila. I might be passing on the rest. How about you?
Wow, that's actually pretty surprising. All the others?
Oh, Fourth Sister, I definitely need.
I was going to say, wow.
Imperial Inquisitor on my shelf all day.
Okay.
But Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jabim...
Yeah, see, I was originally on board for Jabim Obi-Wan, but now after seeing the in-depth pictures, I'm kind of feeling like I'm not in on Jabim Obi-Wan.
The forehead and the hair and the beard.
Yeah, I really think the render looked fantastic, and now the new figure, like the actual production version of the figure, I'm not feeling that head sculpt. I think the head sculpt is really killing it for me, and then also the sculpted Jedi robe around the wrist looks like it completely locks the hand articulation, which is going to be awful for a character that you want to have posed with a lightsaber.
And then Vel, it's just like, it's those not toyetic figures from Andor, just literally, the character designs.
If I had not seen Andor and you handed me that figure, I'd be like, sweet G.I. Joe classified figure.
Right. I loved Andor.
Yeah.
You loved Andor.
Yeah.
Andor is an incredible series. It might be the best, like, Disney Plus series, live action at least, that they've done so far. But I just feel like I don't need the figures. And that was the same thing with the previous wave, with Luthen and Mon and Bix and everyone. So we're kind of continuing that trend. And then we also have Tala, which I'm like, I would love to get a female Imperial officer, but I'd rather have the one from Andor.
Yeah,
which
Deidre.
hopefully that comes as well. So yeah, it's just gonna be Fourth Sister, Malak, and Bastila for me. And it's just so odd to be like, oh, I'm picking and choosing from a mainline wave.
Right. Yeah, it does feel weird. And I definitely agree with you. I'm all in on Malak, all in on Bastila, all in on Fourth Sister. I'm thinking Tala's going to be a clearance pickup. I mean, she does look pretty good, but although again, she looks very similar to just the old Imperial officer body, so like the articulation's really not all that special.
Yeah, I mean, it is a brand new sculpt.
Yeah.
And we don't have the figures, so we can't 100% definitively say.
Right.
Sure,
This is, I mean, strictly just our opinions here, as always. Vel, like you said, I'm in the same boat as you. I might get the Andor figures if they go, like, super clearance, like $10 or less, which I could definitely see happening.
I mean, if Fifth Brother, Reva, and Figrin Dan can, I don't see why the Andor figures can't, unless something changed in the production or something.
Right.
But I'm also just getting this like new media fatigue, because I've talked about it a lot on the live streams, but I also recognize that not everyone watches the live stream, so maybe you haven't heard us talk about it. But the new media fatigue, it's like I like a lot of it, some of it.
I was gonna say, well, I think the problem is you know, it's always exciting to get new Star Wars. But then after you sit and you stew on it for a while, you're like, oh.
It's just so oversaturated at the moment. And then we have more new media stuff coming in Wave 37. Or no, actually, that's all the Clone Wars stuff. Wave 37, I'm very excited for. But the wave after that, it's like a whole bunch of Book of Boba Fett stuff. And I'm like, dang, more and more new media stuff. And I don't want the new media stuff to take over the display, because when I think of Star Wars, I think 1 through 6, and I think of the animated series like Clone Wars, Rebels.
Right.
They're just not enough time has passed where it's like I think of Star Wars, I think of the first thing that comes to my mind is Mando or Andor. That's not the case. It just hasn't had that time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've just been really pumping the brakes on new media stuff, and unfortunately that means pumping the brakes on Black Series purchases, because it's literally all they do.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, that is a pretty big problem recently, is just the too much new media, and especially right now they're playing catch up with Andor and Book of Boba Fett.
If you weren't a fan of the video game like KOTOR, and if you weren't a fan of like the modern Star Wars stuff, you would have nothing from this wave.
Right.
Which, granted, I love the KOTOR figures, because it's like deep cut, it's from something old, Sith Lord and a cool Jedi. I'll take them all day, even though I have not played KOTOR. But not everyone is like that, so I just, you know, the balance, this wave and the previous wave, I'm like, but give me those Clone Wars figures.
Yeah,
for sure. The next wave.
Definitely.
But like I said, the next wave after that, it's all Book of Boba Fett, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I feel like with that stuff, I'm kind of torn, because a lot of what appeared in Book of Boba Fett was already pre-established Star Wars stuff, you know, like BK, like the Pikes.
Yeah.
And so from that angle, I'm kind of like, I'm just looking to have that representation on the shelf, and to me, it's still like Star Wars I think of, but I'm just thinking of it as the character, not like this is specifically from Book of Boba Fett.
That's a fair point.
Because I feel like, you know, Pike Soldier, that's a day one. I mean, Cad Bane is specific, but it's Cad Bane, so I'm gonna pick that up.
I mean, that's true.
BK, you know, we could have had the crappy comic book version, but we're waiting for the much superior Book of Boba Fett version, just because we like BK as a character. To me, I'm not like, oh man, I'm not going to get it because it's his Book of Boba Fett design. I'm like, no, I'm going to get it because it looks like a cool black chrysanthemum figure.
I mean, yeah, that's totally fair. But yeah, I just thought it was a little jarring when I see this wave 36, and it's mostly stuff where I'm like, do I actually need it? I think that's an important question for all of us to ask ourselves, is do we need it? That was a big thing of me recycling the majority of my packaging, is do I really need it? And the answer was no. So I don't know if a few years ago I would have bought this whole wave, or if it's just like the new media fatigue, or if I'm just really zeroing in on the stuff that I want.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just a little odd that this last wave, I'm like, oh, I just need Cal and HK, and then this new wave, I just need Malik and Bastila. Like, am I like slowing down on collecting, or is it because they're just not putting out what I want? And I think they're not putting out what I want.
Right, because I think if Kenobi would have been a better show to us personally,
true,
you know, we'd probably be all over these figures, because they are good looking figures. They do look good for the most part. I mean, Jabeem Obi-Wan, we waited so long for that figure and it still doesn't look very good. Like,
yeah, because I was holding off on the other Kenobis,
yeah,
in hopes of Jabeem, but
and now Jabeem doesn't look that great either. So it's kind
now I'm like, do I need the battle damage Vader?
Oh,
because now I'm not gonna have Obi-Wan Jabeem.
Battle damage Vader's that's gonna be a must.
I mean, true.
Because it's Vader. You could put that in a Rebels display. You'll be just fine. It was
the other half of the helmet.
Who cares? It's close enough. That's action figure collecting in a nutshell. It's close enough.
True.
So let us know what you are thinking about Wave 36 so far. Did you pick it up? Do you have it in hand already? Or are you just like us and we're just looking at some pictures and kind of just giving some very basic first impression thoughts on everything?
Getting a little picky and choosy. Do you guys think they're focusing way too much on new media? It's important to remember that this is all dictated by Lucasfilm, Disney. Everything they do, every figure they make is predetermined and, you know, licensor approval. It's all not 100% on Hasbro, which I think is important to remind people because
Definitely.
it's easy to fall into that rabbit hole of, come on, Hasbro.
Right.
So, yeah.
But let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars, the Black Series here on the channel. And if you'd like to support us in a more direct manner, like we mentioned at the beginning of the video, we do also offer a channel membership, 99 cents a month. And now starting this month, we're doing a giveaway. So you have a chance to win Hunter for 99 cents potentially.
Yeah, July 2nd.
So sign up now. There's links in the description of this video. And big shout out and special thank you to all of our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. Good luck to everyone out there on the giveaway. I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.